Okay, so this is the Hiboy 2 electric scooter. It is quite a lightweight scooter. That's one of the main reason I got this. It also has lighting on the side and it was very cheap. It was like for 300 bucks and its range and mileage are really good. I'm going to unbox it and show it to you. Okay, so I opened it from side. It's very nicely packed. And now to remove it, I'm just going to put it down like this. Like I'm going to put it down like this. This way I can just pull the scooter out and I don't have to apply too much force because it is very tightly packed, so it doesn't move too much. So it's just easier to put it like this rather than going against the gravity. So just pulling it from here like this. Just pull the scooter from here. Okay, so I've removed everything. One thing to note is that in one of this cover here, you will find the charger as well as the manual and the screw things. So it's kind of hidden, so just in case you don't accidentally throw this thing away. I've removed all the other things as well. I'm going to now show you a complete detailed assembly video so that you can make this scooter yourself as well. So this is the manual and these are the screws. You need the screws to connect this handle to this part here. So definitely don't lose the screws. You need the Allen wrench as well, right? And I can keep the manual on the side for now. Have you noticed this thing? This kind of lever, it's on the front of the scooter, right? So what you essentially want to do is, you want to essentially turn this thing around and then you want to essentially pull the wire in and put it inside. So what you can do is, you can see I put it on the stand now. Essentially what we are going to do is, we are going to pull it up here like this and then we are going to lock it in so it's standing up. Now it's still on the stand here, and what I want to do is, you want to essentially pull this wire inside here, push this wire inside, and then you want to put this handle inside after you push the wire in. So my wire was not going in, so it was, I just pulled it from here. So if you pull it from here, the black wire will essentially go inside if it has come out a lot. So use that and then you can essentially make sure that it is pulled in the correct way, right? So you can just move this up, but essentially just move this wire a little bit if you are having trouble. Once you do that, you can see how it comes in, and now it's just a matter of pushing it in. Okay, and now after that, let's say if the wire is a little bit bigger here, you can also push it a little bit inside. But if that is not the case, you can just fold it around like this. This way, the wire does not really bother you too much, right? You want to make sure it does not get stuck in some kind of doesn't get hooked into something. That is why making sure that the wire is folded in is really nice and important. But once you do that, your scooter is now set up and you can now actually start looking at all the features. Okay, so once you have this wire set up, next you just need to take the screws. They are provided 6 screws even though you just need 4. You want to take this Allen wrench here. This is the second biggest Allen wrench. And what you want to do is, you want to start putting the 4 screws. 2 in the back. Here 1. And then 2. And then 2 more in the front here, on the front side here. So okay, so before this scooter I had Glion dolly. I really like this because it has 2 main important features. One is it has a trolley wheels, so it can work like a dolly, and the second thing is that it can stand upright. So let's say you are in any public transportation and you are sitting on a seat or you are standing up, you need to hold all of your scooters. Like let's say you are on a public bus or public train, you have to hold the scooter upright, so it doesn't occupy space if it is crowded as well. But with the upright scooter, that is, if you can make it stand like this without holding it, it is perfect because it occupies so less space. And you should also be able to work it like a trolley so that it's easy to move when it is crowded a lot. So for both of those cases, there is no other scooter available. Glion dolly is discontinued, so the axle is very heavy. So this is the scooter I found, which is almost the same weight, but the only thing missing is the making it stand upright and the dolly wheels, which is why I got this from online. And if you notice, these are essentially grips or trolley wheels, and this is really perfect because this is essentially perfect size. The Hiboy S2 is perfect size for things like this. So what we are going to do is we are going to attach this here like this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bigger screw. Oh, let me do it this way. Now when I got this, one of them had a missing grip. If you notice, this thing has a grip and one of the wheel has a missing grip. So I just got another grip from somewhere and put it. But you can get this from eBay, AliExpress or Amazon. These are called as handstand trolley wheels, or you can just say electric scooter trolley wheels. And you will find this for other scooters like Xiaomi M365, but they work for this scooter as well. And all you have to do is put it like this and put the two screws in, one from here and one from here. I'm going to put these screws and then I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, so there is a little bit of gap and that is okay. You don't want it to be too tight. So it depends on scooter, but in this one my recommendation is to keep a little bit of gap. It's okay. Just make sure that the screws are tight enough. Don't pressure too much, but also don't keep it loose. Right? And you're going to anyways use this like while you're holding or standing, not while riding it. So it is okay. I'm going to show you how it looks. So it has two screws. I have connected one here and the second one on this side. That is essentially connected. I can actually feel that it's very tight. So I'm not going to push it anymore. Maybe a little bit here. Okay, so now it is almost done. You can see the wheels are here. They rotate nicely. The wheels can also be replaced. They have screws here provided. So later on you can replace the screws. Now let me show you how it actually works and looks. So let's say once you are in a train or something, right? It is crowded, or you are sitting on your seat, with a bicycle seat or something. All you have to do is just lift it up and keep it here like this. Let me show it to you. Okay, and essentially, so it is a little bit inverted because it's like dropping this side. So you want to make sure it's a little bit organized as well. In my case, if you notice, what I just noticed is, so I have to loosen it a little bit, and it is a little bit this. You want it to be exactly straight here. If you notice here, this is like this. So I have to move it a little bit this direction. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to loosen it and then I'm going to show it to you again. So now I just moved it a little bit straight vertical. Now you can see how this thing is present now. It is not moving one direction or the other. Now I can just use it like a trolley. I can move it like this. That is not the main thing. For me, trolley is not as important because I can always open it and move it whenever I want to move. The advantage about, like, let's say when you're in confined space like in public train or transport, you can just fold it and keep it in the corner. Or you can just hold it like this. If let's say a lot of times when you have your phone or something, right? If you want to hold a heavy scooter, then it's very difficult because now you cannot use your phone while you're standing in the train or the bus. But now with this thing, it has support. So all you have to do is maybe hold just one handle and then you can safely use it because there is support from the wheels and then your own hand support, and this way is more than enough if you are standing. If you are sitting, you can very nicely keep this between your legs and it is not moving a lot. It might move a little bit, but it's not moving a lot. You can just hold it like this and move. Also you can use it like a trolley like this. Let me show it to you. So you notice here, so like let's say you want to carry the scooter somewhere like Glion dolly, all you do is, right? It is nice. Or you can also obviously have this option as well, which is a little bit more cumbersome. But this one is really nice. You might want to move it a little bit. If you want, you can connect it. That thing doesn't touch the ground when you are moving it. Don't close it, but you just have it a little bit up. And you essentially have a nice scooter like this, which you can use easily like a Glion dolly. So I would recommend this is a very good Glion dolly alternative, because by putting the trolley wheels that you can find, I will put the link in descriptions of different websites. You can essentially make it like a dolly. Obviously you don't have the dolly handle, but you can use this handle as an alternative. It's almost the same weight as Glion dolly. It has trolley wheels, it stands upright. One thing that I'm missing is it doesn't have foldable hands, but that is okay. So overall, really good scooter. But hopefully if you follow this, you actually have something which can work as a Glion dolly alternative, or just a nice lightweight scooter which has a good mileage and you can take it anywhere. Stand. The stand can be used to put the scooter in. Next, here is where you can put the seat if you want, if you have the seat that you can buy. I don't have the seat, I don't want it. This is the lever that you are going to use to fold the scooter if you want, and I'm going to use this a lot with the trolley wheel that I have just put in. So let me show it to you. Okay, so the way it works is, on this left side here is the unlocking mechanism. So what you want to do is you have to put the mechanism up to unlock it, and this essentially locking mechanism is up. Right, now you can fold it. Next, what you want to do is, notice this thing here, this is a latch. You want to pull it up, put it here, and the latch gets locked in, and now your scooter is tied up. So you can essentially hold it like this because it is connected via this latch here. Another thing to notice is that with the wheel that I have, the trolley wheel that I have put in, you can just flip it like this and use it like this, standing up. Okay, now I am going to unlock this latch and unfold it. What you want to do is just pull this latch out and it becomes unfolded. And now pull this thing up and then just press it. So to unlock it, you have to open it and push this, but to lock it, you just press it, which means that once you started using scooter a lot, you can do this very fast. So to fold the scooter, it might take a little bit of time, but to unfold it, it's very quick. Okay, next I'm going to show you here on the top. So on the top, this is the power button. It's turned on. I have fully charged the scooter. Now here, if you see near the handle here, this is where the plug is, charging plug is. The charging plug they have provided, you can just charge your scooter. You can see it is fully charged. And if you just press the battery once, then the light turns on. The light turns on here on the front as well as at the bottom here. It's like very well lit, which means that if you are riding a scooter in the dark, you are not worried. Also notice the light at the back. So as long as you keep the lights on, you are pretty safe. You can see this is the throttle. The black color is the throttle. This red color is the brake. This is also a brake, and then this is the ring that you can use. So everything is right here in front. So yeah, these are all the things. I want to notice this brake here. You want to make sure that you don't accidentally touch it. You're not supposed to touch this part. So be careful about that. But apart from that, everything else is just what you expect from a scooter. And I'm also going to show you how to use it with the app. Okay, next you want to essentially just scan this app, scan this code here in this book and open the link, and it will take you to this website. Here you have to select Android or iOS. I'm going to select Android. It is asking me to install the app, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to install the app. Okay, now I'm going to open it. Essentially asking me to agree to privacy policy. It's asking me to turn on the Bluetooth device so that I can connect to my scooter via Bluetooth. Allow while using this app. And allow. Next, you want to make sure that the scooter is turned on. Okay. Next, you are going to find the scooter. Notice right now it is saying disconnected. Okay. It's now trying to find available devices. Okay. If you notice, it has a list of devices. And one of the devices is Hiboy. So I'm going to select it. You need to press enter the default password, which is 888888 6 times. And okay, now it is connecting to the Bluetooth. We will try once again. So I'm going to select Hiboy. And now it is connected. Notice it says connect. It essentially has lock and unlock. It is essentially locked, or you can unlock it, right? Now you can see you can turn on the light, turn off the light. You also have the sports mode. You can find the details. Remaining battery level is 48, speed is this, voltage is this, current, motor power, controller temperature, motor temperature, app version, and so on, right? Next, it essentially is this, some kind of a speedometer mode. In the settings, you have this option as to the minimum speed for activating cruise control. You have cruise control that you can turn on. Sports mode speed limit from 4 to 19. Light turning it on. Unit, you can set up unit, languages, modify the password that you want to do, firmware update, and all of those things. So let's see the firmware update. And you essentially see some kind of an update button here. It is disabled, so maybe it doesn't need an update right now. So, yep, you can see all of the settings here, and now you can use this to control everything. Yep, that's it. Now I'm going to eventually make a video on how it feels after driving. One thing to note is very important here is startup method is set to kick start. If you click on it, also has zero start, which means that you don't have to do like the thing where you have to first kick it and then it goes. You can just set it up to start zero start. So as soon as you throttle, it starts to move immediately. Very, very important feature, because a lot of scooters have zero start, and if you are used to zero start scooter, you might want to switch to that. Another thing is there is this sports mode and slow mode. Sport mode goes from 4 to 19, whereas the slow mode, it can go up to 16, but currently the max speed limit is set to 13, which means that, let's say if you are new to the scooter, you might want to set it up to slow and keep a slow speed limit. And then after 1 or 2 days, you might want to go to the higher speed limit once you are comfortable. This is really helpful if you are trying to learn the scooter. Cruise control, if you turn it on, then the way it works is if you keep the throttle pressed for 5 seconds, then the cruise control turns on. What that means is it will continue to drive on a normal speed. Now you want to be really careful, and I recommend using cruise control only in places like you are going in a bike lane or a park and not on the road, because you want to make sure that you can quickly leave the throttle if there is a traffic or something. So in the normal traffic, you have to be very careful of this thing. Definitely recommend modifying password. In the advanced setting, you also have factory data reset. Instead, there is this thing. So definitely recommend changing the password, and you can lock the scooter as well. Okay, now I have used this scooter for 1 day now, and I'm actually very happy with it. The speed on the normal mode is very nice. I have limited the speed because my previous scooter was slow. So I just want to get used to the normal speed. I am currently running it at almost like 12 miles per hour, 13 miles per hour. I'm going to slowly increase the mile by changing the speed in the app itself. I have put a maximum limit on the speed right now. Then eventually I can go to sports mode if I want. But for now, that means you can go to 90 miles per hour. But I don't want to do that right now. But I can slowly, gradually increase the max speed, which is really, really nice. So I can control that. If you're starting a new scooter, you don't have to go to the high speed immediately. And overall, I'm very, very happy with it. With the zero kick start, which means you don't have to kick the scooter and just starts. And with the speed control, it works as you would hope it works. And it's very, very convenient because of the wheels. So very happy with it. Okay, thanks.